Today we witness a first, the inaugural battle of the Scarlet Knights and the Ducks. On one side, a Heisman contender and national powerhouse looking to bounce back and show their mettle. On the other, the personification of grit, heart, and the will to just keep chopping. The 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks, riding the nation's longest road win streak across the nation to take on Rutgers, itching for an upset. Noah Whittington gets the start at running back, and he's going to get the first carry of the day. And across the edge he goes for a healthy gain on first down. So after the first lost fumble of the year, Moore to the air, and he throws to Noah Whittington, who's tackled after a short gain by Jacoby Henderson.
I was going to say, you know, we always want to talk about the skill position with the Ducks, but I got my eyes on the offensive line.
Back to Whittington, and he churns forward, and it's third down. On third down, the pitch. And Whittington has room to run around the edge and more. Whittington gets a block. He's down the sideline. And Noah Whittington scores! Touchdown, Oregon! Now Atticus Sappington on for the point after. And it's good. Rutgers' first possession was 3 throws and then a field goal after that Oregon fumble. So the first run of the game for Antoine Raymond's going nowhere. But they've got 3 guys that are Blitnikoff Award watch list pass catchers. One of just 3 teams in the country that can say that. Pressure, and it's batted away. Washington and Uiagalelei had the pressure, and Washington got a big paw up, and now it's third down.
They're going to come downhill and pressure and attack. Kaliak Manis didn't get home, but you can still affect the quarterback without getting home, and a good job by Washington getting his hands up there and batting the ball down.
Noah Whittington had a big run for a touchdown the last time he touched it, and Kaj Sanders is there to tackle him. But after another good gain, 5 yards on first down for the Ducks. So what do they do here on third down? Moore on the move. Throws to McClellan. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. Nice catch and a first down for Jeremiah McClellan, a freshman. 16 yards, and let's take another look, Jake.
Another freshman, and he tiptoes the sideline. Great catch, and you know, this is the challenge with the Oregon offense. That was great.
And he picks up pressure to give more time to throw a strike to Kenyon Sadiq. A conversion on 3rd and 10 and into Rutgers territory. Pick up a 24.
It's the simulated pressure, the same thing that Indiana did last week and Dante struggled with. Didn't struggle with it that time.
Gets it out quickly to Cooper Perry. 6th catch of the year for Perry. It shows the trust they have in Jordan Davison. On 3rd and long, he stayed in. Rutgers brought the pressure. He picked it up. Now Moore fakes it to him. Fakes again and throws into traffic. And Sadiq makes a really difficult catch. A double clutch completion on both ends.
Well, this is a really unique screen. Almost looked like Sadiq was going to start out to the flat like he was running some of those plays that Oregon's run once or twice already, and then comes back underneath to run the tunnel screen. Just didn't catch it clean. Otherwise, there was some green grass there. And now Dante Moore is a liable runner. Keep an eye on his legs here on third down.
There he goes. And he converts. And Moore stumbles down. A flag comes in. We'll see the result of the penalty. He feels like he stumbled away from a touchdown. It would have perhaps been in the paint if he could have stayed on his feet, but we'll check on this flag. After, Jake, you're 1-for-1 predicting plays. Moore in rhythm. End zone. Sadiq. Did he get there? Yes. Touchdown. And a beauty. 30 yards.
And they wanted to run that kind of mock quarterback sneak into standing up defenders.
So your run-of-the-mill extra point, when it's all said and done, it's 14-3. Kaliakmanis ball comes out, and Rutgers is able to recover it. Tatum Tuioti off the edge, swatted it away, and it was recovered by Kwabena Asamoah. Is this a pass?
Oh, yeah. That is a strip sack. Yeah, no, that's a fumble. Tuioti, guy, this is the most underrated defensive lineman in the Big Ten, in my opinion. When you think about the Ducks defensive line, you think about Uyunglele, you think about Amari Washington. We highlighted the story of Bear Alexander.
For back-to-back touchdowns for the Ducks. Kaliakmanis. Batted up, jump ball, intercepted. Oregon took it away. Oregon, but the interception stands. Oh, it's Washington again. It's his second deflection today, Jake.
That is a proud point for defensive linemen too. They collect these things, and they're taught if you don't feel you can get to the quarterback, get your hands up. And that time Kaliakmanis was working all the way to his backside read. Again, the coverage plays a big piece of this because there was just nowhere to go with the football. Gets all the way to his backside check down, tries to hit it, but Washington's there to knock it up in the air.
So Blake purchased the interception. Back-to-back touchdown drives for Oregon, and Dante Moore back out there. And he wants to throw. And he layers it to Gary Bryant Jr. for an explosive play and a first down. Well, Greg Schiano told us the way his team played last Friday night at Washington was their most physical performance of the year. He was happy with it. He knew they'd have another one coming today. Little trick play, fake the end around. Jordan Davison takes it on the direct snap and picks up a first down to start the second quarter. Two tight ends and a running back beside the football. And Malik Benson in motion. He'll take the jet sweep, and he runs into space, and he goes flying inside the 25-yard line. Another first down.
Now this play is, they practiced this all week.
It's another trick. It's Bryant. Back to Dante Moore. To the end zone. Sadiq! He caught it again. Another spectacular catch for a touchdown. He's shaken up, but he's going to get up and celebrate the score. Gage Hurrick is on for the PAT. And he's got it. An explosive offensive first half for Oregon after turning it over on the first possession of all things. And now Antoine Raymond bottled up, and let's go down to Brook. They also don't give up many points in the first half. They average 5 points allowed per first half this year, and Oregon's got it again. They just had an interception, and now they say they've got the football on a fumble. Neither team had fumbled coming into the day and lost a fumble. Oregon's lost a fumble. Now let's see, has Rutgers lost a fumble? There's two things here. One is going to be who recovered it, and the second thing is going to be, was it definitely a fumble? Well, Oregon recovered it. That's part two. Theron Johnson came out of the pile with it. Did this ball come out? Definitely it did. Aaron Flowers. What a collision.
Yeah. And Flowers has been awesome this year, too. He's been a great tackler, a huge piece of their run defense success.
The second Rutgers turnover of the night. Dier Hill, the freshman running back, is coming to the game, and he's going to take the pitch. The first time he's touched it today, and he's got a first down in space.
Just putting the ball in Dier Hill's hands.
And Oregon's keeping their foot down on the gas. Back to Hill. Hill stays on his feet to churn for a couple more. Good gain. Thunder and lightning is what they call the two freshmen, Davison and Hill. Hill's lightning. Back to the air for Moore. Back to the end zone. And this time it's DeCorian Moore for the score.
Okay, I want to highlight again. He's a freshman, okay? Remember that. I say that for a reason. Watch him on this double move. A lot of young guys, they do not sell the first route. But once we freeze this right here, if you freeze it, guy, all you would say is he's running a corner route. So he starts to the corner before he puts his foot in the ground. This is something that NFL veterans do. Most freshmen, they get all excited. They're running a double move. They just kind of barely look to the outside or take one step. DeCorian Moore, he ran a corner route. A double move, sells it to the corner, bang, puts his foot in the ground. This is teach tape right here.
Atticus Sappington took that extra point. Kaliakmanis, pressured, got away from Uyunglele. Gets away from the second man, but not Bear Alexander. A big bear with.
That's right.
A Big Ten.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Noah Whittington back to work for the Ducks. Already a 68-yard touchdown run for him today.
Over a first down per touch.
He gets another. Good block in front, patient run, and he's got a first down, another chunk run.
Man, the offensive line is just road grading. Look at these guys pulling around. Look at the left guard, Emmanuel Pregnon, left tackle, Isaiah World. I mean, these are big boys. Isaiah World, 6'8", 320. Pregnon is 6'5", 320.
They have responded after last week's frustrations. Now Dante Moore wants to throw. DeCorian Moore again. Foot in the ground. One man. And the second man finally holds him up long enough. And there's a little extra pushing and shoving afterwards. Another big play for this Oregon pass game. Dan Lanning right there telling him, lock up that ball. Nice job, young man. 30-yard pickup.
I mean, this guy is just so polished. We showed you the double move last time, and this time working the release at the line of scrimmage. And that's Rutgers really trying to double him. That's Henderson sitting down kind of in that cover 2 zone and trying to pass that off to his safety, Elad. But Dante Moore is just too good and puts it right down in the pocket. And there's what you were saying there, Dan Lanning. Protect the football, no fumbles. Good job, young man.
The freshman from Duncanville, Texas, who has lived up to the billing. Now it's back to Whittington. Huge hole. Whittington's through it and gone.
The blocking in the trenches of this Duck offensive line is great. Watch the center reach this tilted nose. Poncho, this is not an easy job. That nose is staring down on you. Get some help from his left guard, Pregnon. And, man, it must be nice to play running back for the Oregon Ducks. Whittington almost untouched into the end zone.
Poncho Lalaulu, the center, spoke this week. Big leader. He sounded like a man who had no doubt his team would respond this way. He was right. Sappington, the point after. This is a team that averages 36 points a game, 7th best in the league entering today. Antoine Raymond bounces off of Uyunglele, but cannot get away from Devin Jackson. 3rd down and 9. Oregon's been very good on 3rd down. You see it there, 4 of 5 today. Pressure picked up. Moore cuts it loose. And on the money to Jamari Johnson. Johnson down the sideline, a stiff arm, and finally gets tackled down inside the 20.
Well, with Kenyon Sadiq a little injured, a little beat up right now, how about Jamari Johnson, the bigger tight end at 6'5", nearly 260 pounds, and taking Kaj Sanders to school right there on the corner route.
Now Whittington shifts near Moore in the backfield. And Moore's looking that way, and that is a catch. Did he catch it? Did he hold on? He sure did. What a catch from the running back. Noah Whittington, 2nd touchdown today. He was all alone and still had to make a special play. Did he do it?
Looks like it. Different frame there. Noah Whittington, 5'8". Jamari Johnson, 6'5". So,
Gage Hurrick on for this PAT. Oregon got down the field at, what, a minute, 15 seconds. Didn't need a timeout. 42 first half points. It's the time of year, you know, there's a handful of those unbeatens left, and slowly they go down. Antoine Raymond stopped, and now it's 4th down. All right, Brooke, he was spectacular in that first half, made 2 great catches. Here's a big run for Jordan Davison. Davis is into space. He's across midfield, swipes a man away, fighting his way down inside the 25. They call him Thunder and De'Aaron Hill's Lightning, but Davison looked like both. 67 yards.
Well, how about him? I mean, he came into this season as a kind of a battering ram, a short yardage guy. He's 236 pounds, so he's uniquely built for those bang-bang situations. But we've only, and I go back and say, who wouldn't love to play running back for the Ducks with the way the offensive line is blocking?
It's such a great history of it. Davison, big hole, cuts it into the end zone. It's another Oregon touchdown.
It's on the offensive line, the tight ends. They have to get the back to the second level, and then watch it right here. Jordan Davison set up that little subtle move at the second level where Elad is just left grasping for air.
So Noah Whittington's got 11 carries for 125. Jordan Davison's got 3 for 100. Gage Hurrick for that point after, and it's 49 points for the Ducks.
In comes Chip Kelly, and he said, we're going to score as fast as we possibly can, and we do not care. It's about explosive plays.
Kaliakmanis, everybody meets in the backfield, and Blake Purchase adds a sack to his stat line today already with an interception. Kaliakmanis pressured and throws it high, and it's intercepted. Aaron Flowers with the pick. The third turnover for Rutgers tonight. Dante Moore and company back out. And Moore's going to take what the defense gives him, which is a ton. He's across midfield looking for blocks, and he finally slides down at the 30.
They got so much speed on this offense, you almost forget. Dante Moore's a great athlete, and this is just great vision. A nice little play call. I like what they were trying to do. They're trying to hit De'Aaron Hill Jr. in the flat, and as soon as the linebacker vacates by picking up Hill in man coverage, Dante Moore says, wait a second, no one's going to pick me up.
With a quarter and a half to go. Now here's Hill chipping into it.
And that's... Everyone picked Oregon on the video games growing up because you knew they'd have a great offense. So there's been some big-time stats put up over the years.
Hill. And he gets a first down, and a flag comes in. Now another flag from deep in the secondary. Hill saying it was because I got my face mask pulled. Of course, they made the trip east against Penn State on their last road trip as well. This is Jay Harris, who had his touchdown wiped out by a holding on the last possession. And he turns the corner with some heat. Moore flicks it out to Hill. And he keeps going for a first down. Here's Hill. Big hole. De'Aaron Hill. Nothing but taillights. Touchdown Ducks.
Well, these freshmen must be great friends because take a look at the freshman Jordan Davison. This time he's the lead blocker. He's a running back. This time he's playing fullback. Watch this pop right on the safety Elad, and there's De'Aaron Hill. That's what he does best, run fast in open space.
Third time this year Oregon's broke 50 points.
At that time, it's Colin Weber. Last drive, it was Kenny Fletcher.
Kaliakmanis swamped. And loses a yard. Chris Jones, the defensive back, getting some snaps.
Yeah, but it looked like number 20, Dylan Williams there, coming on a late pressure as well. Off the slot, 54, Jerry Mixon gets in on it.
And Dante Moore's day is done. Brock Thomas, the walk-on from Eugene, from Sheldon High School, of course made famous for Justin Herbert, and a great legacy opportunity for him as he steps onto the field. You saw the note on his father and grandfather, a family of Ducks, and he'll give it off to Jay Harris. Jay Harris remains the back, and he'll get it again. On first down, gets a few. Thomas. Right to Harris. And he gets pushed out. It'll depend on the spot. It's third down and short. But they brought another streak in here today. The longest road winning streak in the country, 9 games. And the fourth quarter starts with Brock Thomas delivering on the money to Jeremiah McClellan.
Get into heavy play action. And down the field, a good job by McClellan, just winning, stair-stepping, and creating that separation into that second or third level. And Brock thought he was going to have his first touchdown. He's, come on, Jeremiah, I need you to break that. The protection's been a little leaky on that third down and on that second down throw. Let's see if they can give Brock a clean pocket here.
Thomas throws complete. That is Perry. He's going to be shy of the line again even after the fight. Now it's fourth down. And he'll give it to Benjamin. And there's no doubt who that was. Dylan Williams with the neck roll and the stick.
That is a freaky looking dude, man. Big linebacker. Kinnick is a tough place to play. I knew this. My Michigan Wolverine team was #2, undefeated on the road. No way should Iowa have competed with us. But not only did they compete, they beat us. So obviously, Oregon, you know, the pressure's on with a close loss to the Hoosiers.
This is Blake Purchase. He's been playing hard from the jump today.
Yep.
You know, and you mentioned it. You lose the
so many chunk plays too. They just you do that by having explosives.
Strong run there from Riggs. Pardon me, that is Riggs.
I'd love to ask those guys too, like, do those running backs, do they have enough perspective to understand how fresh they feel right now compared to if they were each getting 20 carries a game?
Here's Brock Thomas breaking out, and a first down for the quarterback.
All right, Brock, you're going to get in the mix a little bit. We've been talking about the running backs. How about Brock Thomas? It looks like he's got a little speed to him.
Sure does.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job reading it out, and good ball security into the second level.
Now up to 716 yards of total offense for Oregon. That's right. Well, and it has been in so many ways. Didn't you just get the sense talking to them this week and watching their players talk? And here's Riggs breaking out again, another first down.
They're just telling us, hey, last week is not us. We made far too many mistakes. We played below our standard. We did not show up prepared. This is who we are. Let's get back to playing Oregon Duck football.
They have not lost many games under Dan Lanning. They have not lost many regular season games. We know this. In those years in Georgia and Ohio State won it. Riggs. And that should take us to the 2-minute timeout.
I just feel like as long as Dan Lanning is the head coach at Oregon, it's a matter of when, not if. He's the guy to bring a championship home to the Ducks.
They're working on a dream, and they've got a good chance at it. And Oregon's going to extend the nation's longest road winning streak here tonight. It's their 10th road win in a row, and they do it with 750 total yards of offense. For our entire crew, Bart Fox and Alex Struckman and Andrew Blaustein and Jake Butt and Brooke Fletcher, I'm Guy Haberman saying stay tuned and good night from Jersey.